Good morning. Good morning, viewing audience. Good morning, Guam. Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, Doc, and the audience here at the Legislative Public Hearing Room. This is Resolution 331-37 COR, introduced by myself, Senator Lujan, Speaker Terlahi, and Senator Barnett, and all other senators of the 37th Guam Legislature. This is relative to recognizing Dr. Ann Pobutsky for her work with the Guam Department of Public Health and Social Services and commending her for her leadership and dedication to the broader field of public health. Be it resolved the Committee on Rules of the Mina 37 na Legislatura ng Guam, whereas Dr. Ann Pobutsky has demonstrated necessary leadership in utilizing the tools of epidemiology in support of the mission of the Guam Department of Public Health and Social Services, encouraging colleagues and communities alike. And whereas Dr. Pobutsky was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and came to Guam as a college student in 1979, where she transferred to and graduated from the University of Guam. At the University of Guam, Ann worked with Dr. Lawrence Kasperbauer, former Senator Kasperbauer, the director of the Community Development Institute, CRD, CALS, as a research assistant and survey interviewer, participating in Dr. Kasperbauer's studies about the community of Guam from 1980 to 1984. These applied studies included health and other community-based needs, assessments, surveys. Dr. Pobutsky then worked as a planner at the Government of Guam Civil Defense before returning to Michigan to teach and pursue a master's degree. And whereas Dr. Pobutsky's education includes the College of Charleston, South Carolina, from 1977 to 1979. Then she transferred to the University of Guam, where she graduated with a BA in sociology in 1983. In 1986, Dr. Pobutsky earned her MA in sociology from Wayne State University. Dr. Pobutsky furthered her studies and earned her PhD in sociology and demography from the University of Hawaii, Manoa in 1996. And whereas
Dr. Pobutsky returned to Guam in 1986 and worked as a survey coordinator and research assistant with Dr. John Steele, neurologist at the U.S. Naval Hospital Veterans Clinic, and Ms. Debbie Kanata on the NIH-NIN-CDS Epidemiological Survey of Neurological Diseases in Rural Guam. The survey was conducted to reassess the prevalence of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, known locally as Litico, and Parkinsonism dementia, known locally as BODIC. This vital survey showed that ALS had decreased, but Parkinsonism dementia had increased. And after the Litico-BODIC survey was completed in 1988, Dr. Pobutsky joined the Bureau of Planning in the Health and Social Planning section from 1989 to 1990 at the Department of Public Health and Social Services. During this time, one of the projects included an assessment of HIV/AIDS risk in Guam's population, which was conducted as a joint effort between the Bureau of Planning, BOP, the Department of Public Health and Social Services, and the University of Guam Community Development Institute. From 1990 to 1996, Dr. Pobutsky pursued her PhD at the University of Hawaii at Manoa and received a fellowship at the East-West Center Population Institute. Her dissertation was titled Economics and Fertility, Changing Family Structure Among Chamorros on the Island of Guam. From 1997 to 98, Dr. Pobutsky returned to the UOG Community Development Institute and worked on an assessment of people with disabilities on Guam. She then went on to Portland, Oregon, and was an epidemiologist and assistant professor of public health from 1998 to 2001 at the Oregon Health and Sciences University. Dr. Pobutsky returned to Hawaii in 2002 and worked as a senior project coordinator at the University of Hawaii at Manoa Center on the Family. From 2003 to 2014, Dr. Pobutsky worked as an epidemiologist with the Hawaii State Department of Health, working on chronic diseases and their risk factors, maternal and child health, health disparities, and health planning. She continued to work at both the UH Manoa and the state of Hawaii from 2015 to 2018. Her work had focused on addressing health disparities and the social determinants of health through data-driven, evidence-based public health in the Pacific. After 22 years away from Guam, Dr. Pobutsky returned to the island in November 2018 to assume the role of the territorial epidemiologist at DPHSS. And during this past 5 years, Dr. Pobutsky has worked on addressing infectious diseases on Guam, among them dengue, shigellosis, leptospirosis, COVID-19, influenza, leprosy, and many more. And with a focus on addressing ongoing health disparities and the social determinants of health impacting infectious diseases, but also chronic diseases and maternal child health issues.
Whereas Dr. Pobutsky's professional experience includes census enumerator, Department of Commerce, Government of Guam, Hagåtña in 1980, survey interviewer and research assistant, University of Guam Community Development Institute, Mangilao, from 1980 to 1984, Planner 1, Guam Emergency Services Office, Government of Guam, Hagåtña from 1983 to 1984, graduate teaching assistant, Department of Sociology, Wayne State University, Detroit, Michigan from 1984 to 1986, instructor in sociology, University of Maryland, U.S. Naval Station, Guam from 1987 to 1988, epidemiological survey coordinator, survey for neurological diseases in rural Guam, National Institutes of Health, NIN CDS Research Center, USNH from 1987 to 1988, Planner 2 and Planner 3, Health Planning Information Section and Social and Health Planning Section, Bureau of Planning, Government of Guam, Hagåtña, from 1989 to 1990. Fellow, East-West Center, Program on Population Health and Health, Honolulu, Hawaii, from 1990 to 1995. Research Associate, University of Guam Community Development Institute, Mangilao, from 1996 to 1997. Epidemiologist and Assistant Professor of Public Health and Preventive Medicine, quite a storied career, Doc. Oregon Office on Disability and Health, Oregon Health and Sciences University, Portland from 1998 to 2001. Senior Project Coordinator, University of Hawaii at Manoa, Center on the Family Data Center from 2002 to 2003. And Chronic Disease Epidemiologist, Community Health Division and Chronic Disease Management and Control Branch from 2003 to 2009. Research Analyst, Chronic Disease Branch and Maternal Child Health Branch from 2010 to 2013. Hawaii State Department of Health, Research Statistician, State Health Planning and Development Agency and Office of Program Improvement from 2013 to 2014. Population Health Specialist and Data Analyst, University of Hawaii at Manoa, Center on the Family from 2015 to 2016. Research Analyst, State of Hawaii, Department of Commerce and Consumer Affairs, Division of Consumer Advocacy from 2016 to 2018. And Territorial Epidemiologist, Government of Guam, Department of Public Health and Social Services, Office of Epidemiologist and Research from 2018 to 2024. Whereas Dr. Pobutsky's professional and scientific participation includes National Expert Panel Member on Social Determinants of Health, Centers for Disease Control and Prevention from 2007 to 2009, Grant Reviewer for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Health Promotion and Disease Prevention Research Centers Special Interest Projects in 2009, Socioeconomic Status-Related Cancer Disparities Behavioral and Social Science Volunteer Program, American Psychological Association from 2012 to 2013, Hawaii Department of Health Institutional Review Board Member from 2003 to 2014, Co-Chair, National Association of Chronic Disease Directors, Health Equity Interest Group, which is now the Health Equity Council from 2006 to 2008, and Steering Committee member from 2005 to present, and Journal Article Reviewer for Preventing Chronic Disease, the American Journal of Preventive Medicine, Progress in Community Health Partnerships, the Journal of Healthcare for the Poor and Underserved, the Hawaii Journal of Medicine and Public Health, and Pacific Health Dialogue. Whereas in 2007, Dr. Pobutsky was honored with the Special Recognition Award from the National Association of Chronic Disease Directors for leadership and development of the Health Equity Council. And whereas in 2024, Dr. Pobutsky was nominated for the Ancient Order of the Chamorro Governor's Award by Debbie Kanata and is supported in her nomination with the references of Dr. Larry Kasperbauer, Ms. Linda Cruz Ortiz, and Dr. Asher D. Duenas Rossetti for her outstanding work in promoting health of indigenous Chamorros and all the people of Guam and other Pacific peoples over the past 4 decades. And whereas Dr. Pobutsky's illustrious career and exemplary service extends beyond Guam, encompassing roles in Oregon and Hawaii, where she made significant contributions to chronic disease prevention, maternal and child health, and health planning, further solidifying her reputation as a visionary leader in the field of epidemiology.
Now, therefore, be resolved that the Committee on Rules of Binet 37 na Islaturan Guahan does hereby, on behalf of the Islaturan Guahan and the people of Guam, recognize Dr. Ann Pobutsky for her work with the Guam Department of Public Health and Social Services and commend her for her leadership and dedication to the broader field of public health, and be it further resolved that the Speaker and the Chairperson of the Committee on Rules certify and the Legislative Secretary attest to and the adoption thereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to Dr. Ann Pobutsky, Territorial Epidemiologist of Guam, Peter John Camacho, Director of the Department of Public Health and Social Services, and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leongro Imagahagan Guam. On behalf of the 37th Guam Legislature, Dr. Pobutsky, I'd like to present you this resolution. Madam Speaker, please present it to Dr. Pobutsky. It's 2 pages. So here we go. Thank you very much. Again, on behalf of the people of Guam, I'd like to present you, and the 37th Guam Legislature and all senators, congratulations. Your expertise will definitely be missed in Guam. Hopefully that you have people working under you, and they're carrying on, again, the work that you all started. But thank you very much, and please, if the, say word to our people, please.
I don't know what to say. I'm.
Places on
Oh,
yours.
okay.
Okay, there you go.
Marma.
Yeah, and this was made for you, especially for you.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Let me see. Okay. Okay. Madam Speaker? Madam Speaker? Thank you.
Yes. I don't know what to say except I'm very honored, and I thank everybody who I've worked with all this time. It seems like it's 40 years, and even when I left Guam and I was in Hawaii for 15 years, I still did work about Guam, and Guam is, I consider it one of my homes, and I always come back, and I will come back. Si Debbie Kinata Zan Linda Ortiz, we're still going to finish the Suruhana book. We've been working on it for, what, 40 years? And that's one of the things I'm going to come back to Guam for. But I've just been happy to work here. And I just love the people of Guam and Micronesia. They really know how to pull together in a crisis like we did during COVID. And nobody wants to relive the pandemic, certainly not me. But there's still work to be done, and it's time for the young people to take over. It's time. My husband's 81. I just turned 65. It's time to turn it over to the young people. They're faster on the computers. Hey, I can still sing the Guam, what is it? My alma mater, UOG, they made us memorize I can still sing that. I think I can still sing the Guam hymn, too. Never forget that. And please, everybody, take care of your pretty little island, because it's beautiful, and I love it when I'm driving around. And I know every nook and cranny on this island, driven it all over. That's it. Love you all, the people of Guam and Micronesia.
Thank you, Dr. Pobutsky. We appreciate it again. We're going to definitely miss you, but you said you were going to be coming back. You have to finish that book with Debbie. But again, congratulations. Good luck in your retirement and joining your husband in Mindanao, right?
Yeah.
In Mindanao. Okay. Well, great. But again, visit us when you come back. Again, congratulations on behalf of the people of Guam. Congratulations. Thank you for the viewing public. Thank you very much. Adios.